station, dear fellows and guests. The title of my story is Two Friends, but to be a real friends, and the word friendship is a very serious, and it can't be very surface. It should be quite deep. And I'll try to tell you about a little story about two friends. So the scene is laid here in Russia. The first hero of my story is a five-year little girl named Sonia. They are living in a remote Siberian village with her parents. And so sorry, she's ill from birth. She's different in person. And the second hero of my story is living in Crimea. In Crimea ocean area. He was a big dolphin. And Sonia's named Tom. Sonia's parents tried to do all of their best to treat her, but all in vain. And one time, the whole family, honestly, the whole Sonia's family, was sitting watching TV set, and in those times it was a dolphin show. A little girl demonstrated very difficult tricks with the dolphins. And a coach, her father, also took part in this show, and they demonstrated very complicated and sometimes dangerous tricks. And the parents of Sonia noticed that she was looking at the screen with something interesting, which they never saw. And her eyes trying to catch any movement of dolphins. And her parents decided maybe she needs to see the real animal, and this will be the one more chance to treat her. What shall they do? They wrote two letters. One letter to the local administration and the other to the director of Crimea Ocean Area. Some weeks passed, and oh heavens, oh miracle, they received an invitation from Crimea for the whole month. It was their victory. They came here, then everything was right. But the first meeting, girl, Sonia and Tony, was very unexpected, because then she saw him, and she was afraid because she was quite big animal. But day after day, he tried to swim nearby, back and forth near in this basin, and the scene improved and improved. In some days, Sonia became more brave and tried to stroke him, and he didn't protect and even pleased her actions. Her mother read a lot of literature about it, and she knows that it was registered in Russian and foreign literature that the dolphins, it's unusual animals, due to their construction due to their inner construction, that has very good, unexpected capability to contact with Homo sapiens. And they try to be there together. After the stroke of this animal, Sonia decided to swim in this basin. And Tony appeared immediately next to her. And when she swam in this basin, he tried to support her and be next to her all the time during her swimming, and was ready to help her if something has happened. if she needs his help. So, day after day, she became braver and braver. And all the witnesses and mother at first tried to see something different in her face. She began to smile, and her eyes were bright, and it was so interesting and so important to all of them. So, in American, Russian scientists and foreign scientists also proved that dolphins and person, it's unusual couple. And we have such a, not we have, but in America we have such a marine mammal protection law, and they prohibit to kill dolphins. So, but one day, one evening, one morning, the girl and the mother came to visited the basin every day at the same time. And when they appeared near the basin, Tony immediately swims to them and waiting for when Sonia will be here in order to go, in order to swim together. And Sonia was very brave later, and Sonia, she was ready to ride on him. But here, those time, she swam very, very seldom, not very fast. But one morning, all the witnesses were shocked because Tony came to this girl, opened his muzzle, and after the whistle, everybody could hear the word "Sonia." It was the first syllable of Sonia's name. And Sonia was trying to tell also Tom. It was the first syllable of Tom's name. But mother was on the seventh heaven because it means that because that Sonia began to hear a little bit. And all of the witnesses were standing and crying, and her mother couldn't speak any word because of the tears. But the time is flying. It's time to go to return to St. Peter. But mother managed to have a permission or invitation to be there once more time. But dear friends, my story is not yet finished. I am waiting for the next information about this daughter and her mother. And I hope that information will be positive. Do you agree with me?
Yes.